Dope.
There's some ambient crunching noise in the background. Right. It's emulating the ocean seas, but hello everybody. Welcome to Merlin the Mighty channel once again. Got some of the old crew here. I got Gimli behind the camera. He's the hand at the moment. Tiefling's over here. Got Bass Xevrix.
Hello.
Troll. And we just saw Aquaman. And I feel like there's a lot of different opinions, but first I want to talk about this figurine because I bought a couple. I got apparently at Regal now, at least ones around here. If you buy more than 2 tickets, you get a special figurine, which is Black Manta.
I think it's 2 tickets to Aquaman.
Two tickets to Aquaman. You'll get Black Manta. But as you can see, this is a Regal Cinemas exclusive. But there is another one available where he actually has.
Put it there, and I'll zoom in.
Okay.
Turn around.
Where he has the. Oh, thank you. Where he has, you can see, I don't know if you can make it out, but he actually has the full costume, which...
He has the helmet. Let's
okay.
let's
He does have the, okay, he has the costume.
Is the only difference the helmet? Wait.
I think so, yes.
The only difference is the
different
helmet.
head on.
He also doesn't have his blade.
Yeah, he does. You can see it on his thing.
It's on his other arm.
No, he doesn't have his dad's knife. You get less stuff with the exclusive.
So basically, I mean, it's cool they gave us that, but I'm a little disappointed that they didn't give it the mask, because, you know, that's the most recognized
how would
thing
they,
about it.
how would they make
wait.
the exclusive the one with the mask?
Wait.
It just...
No.
I guess you're right, that would be more
this
common.
I think this might be pre-Black Manta, Black Manta.
When he's half Manta.
Oh, this is when, this is for, no, he has the back little.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, well, fuck it.
Alright, well, and anyway, I guess we got that, so that was cool. But yeah, we saw Aquaman, and I feel like there's different opinions about it. And you know what, I guess we'll start this way. I'm curious, Tiefling, what were start with your general feelings about the movie, and then we'll have an open discussion after that. Pros and cons, you know.
This movie
Okay.
was a trash fire.
Underwater.
That everyone needs to, they need to. Jason Momoa got away with being Jason Momoa in a feature-length film. And that...
Well, I agree acting on just not a lot of like.
No, he really got a great performance as himself.
Yeah, he did. But I'm gonna say, like, he didn't really have to go that far out of his comfort zone for this movie.
No, he was very much himself, yeah.
Everything else about this movie was just kind of...
Messy?
a messy exposition dump.
I hated those so much.
That's about the summary of this movie, is a giant, messy exposition dump.
Trash fire. Underwater. I like that. That's good.
Look, the Ring of Fire was underwater.
It was. Yes, there was a...
I love that's what caught him off guard. He's like, the what?
That's the Ring of Fire.
Yeah, the Ring of Fire.
The gladiatorial match to determine the
I mean,
crown
there
of
is an actual Ring of Fire made out of volcanoes in the sea.
Yes, and that's cool. Like, underwater references were cool. Alright, segueing over, Bass Xevrix, your general thoughts.
Okay, so the acting in this movie, subpar. Everything else about this movie,
amazing?
fantastic.
Okay, well, elaborate for me, please.
Okay, so, first off, Black Manta in this movie, his costume is fucking amazing and I love it.
Oh, yeah.
It is on point.
The costumes in this movie are great. Other than one.
Other than one.
Which one?
Aquaman's main costume in this movie is
No.
trash. Yes.
No.
Absolutely horrendous.
No.
What, you mean the orange and
To be
green one?
fair,
Yes.
It's always
that's
horrendous.
it's always.
It's true.
Jason Momoa looked natural wearing every other outfit.
Yeah.
Everything else, including the strange Atlantean gladiatorial armor. He looked perfectly...
of course, I believe you mean Arthur Curry as Glade.
Yeah. Everything else that he was wearing in this movie looked natural as hell, and then they threw Jason Momoa in a very terrible pre-made outfit.
No. It looks unnatural because he's not a king.
It looks unnatural because it's a bad outfit.
I disagree.
I think it... You wait. Okay, that's a side debate. Anything else? Bass Xevrix, we'll come back to you.
Like, I could retell you this entire movie.
Please, do a plot synopsis.
I got you. Look. All I got was something tried it.
You gotta go. literally, from Jason Momoa's mouth, you've got to go get the trident. And it's literally just location to location. Get the thing.
Reverse Black Panther, the movie. And then everyone's happy at the end.
Yeah, actually, that is true. There is kind of a happy ending, like a really happy ending.
There is. He didn't kill his brother. His brother will be back to serve on his council.
Yeah, no parents died. No spoilers. No one put.
This was the lightest DC movie ever.
Oddly enough.
Literally,
how are they going to make a
even though a crap ton of non-poor people died?
Yeah, they died really bad.
Oh my god, so many people died.
Is this the movie with the highest death count?
I think.
Probably.
No, Man of Steel probably still got that.
Oh, to Metropolis. Troll?
There's a war though, so like
there was.
Yeah, you're right. There
a lot of people survived that war.
How many people died during the? How many people survived the tsunami?
Actually, you know what? He might be right though, because think about it. Metropolis, one city, but under the whole ocean.
Yeah, but it's like the biggest city in DC.
Yes, but then every single coastline on the planet.
Well, it didn't.
Well, he didn't say that they all got destroyed. Just said a bunch of shit got thrown on top of them.
Yeah,
but how many people were at the beaches and stuff?
Oh.
How many people were on? This was midday.
It's possible.
I'll be honest. I assumed
depends on where they're
that
at.
was just like that one location.
No, that was all over the world. They were
all around.
They were aircraft.
Except apparently Gotham, because not even Ocean Master is dumb enough to fuck with
Batman.
Oh no, you don't fuck with Gotham.
But all right, Troll, your thoughts.
Every part of this movie that was trying to be serious sucked.
I agree with that.
Every part of this movie was just trying to be stupid, silly, fun, excelled.
It's pretty awesome.
This movie is made for not thinking. Don't think about anything. Ignore every time they're trying to exposition dump. It doesn't matter.
The lore, the backstory, God.
Ignore exposition dump. Ignore romance.
Ignore the romance plot.
Though there was some really funny moments, like when she eats the roses.
That was funny.
That was pretty funny.
Or
I think that the actors themselves would have chemistry in a better written movie.
Probably.
I think Mira could have been acted a lot better.
But Jason Momoa got to play Jason Momoa, and Jason Momoa was really good at playing Jason Momoa. Dolph Lundgren was totally into this. He was the best acting character in this movie.
I didn't even realize it was Dolph
Lundgren is in this movie. Willem Dafoe is in this movie.
Yes.
All the villains are also pretty well acted, I gotta say. Ocean Master acts like Ocean Master. You buy his acting in this movie.
I thought his
Black Manta.
Yeah.
You buy his Black Manta.
Costumes are pretty good.
I think the
costumes are pretty good. The effects weren't trying to be realistic. The effects were just trying to be cool.
When we get to spoilers,
No.
I have some.
The way I see this one, like DC has finally like gotten to the point where they realize our shots should start looking like the comic books.
Yeah. This was an Aquaman comic and movie form.
Oh,
it really was.
Absolutely.
I think that
it makes no sense. At one point, they're lost in the Sahara Desert, then bam, they're in Sicily.
I think that was actually something that came from either the New 52 or Rebirth, and I can't remember which one.
The Dark Waters, I think, came from New 52, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But they were definitely a big part of it.
Oh, and Gimli, you're the man behind the camera.
Yeah.
It's important.
Gimli, no, I want to know you.
It's important. Come on now, hear my puns.
Honey and Lemon did not like that.
Okay.
Okay, Gimli, pros and cons. Or no, just general thoughts right now.
General thoughts. The choreographics were good.
Like for the fighting?
Yeah. The fighting scenes were good.
Apparently, there's a lot more into fighting with Tritons than everything.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
It kind of... Yeah, that spin move at the end... Where Jason Momoa was no longer holding a trident, he was standing
No,
he was almost like telekinetically like controlling it or something.
Yeah, but other than that one move, the rest of it felt like I don't want to...
Just him fighting.
It was him fighting. Like, he did a whole lot of traditional Samoan stuff in this movie. Like, it was really, really cool. Mm-hmm. All of his tattoos were... I can't say anything about his torso and back tattoos, but at least his arm tattoos.
I didn't know that those were real. I thought those were from Game of Thrones.
No, his torso and back tattoos are fake as hell.
Oh, I know.
I don't think that he actually has.
I mean, like the lines? The lines are fake, right?
I don't know. Knowing Jason Momoa, he might have gotten them just because, fuck it, I'm Aquaman now.
True.
But any other thoughts?
That's for research later.
Or they could have been temporary tattoos.
I feel like
Plot-wise...
Plot-wise, this movie was ass, John. Don't even deny it.
I had no idea.
This movie happened.
I had no idea what was happening
This movie happened.
Like, we're here because we have to be.
Yeah, the plot
as it was, something,
Trident.
find the trident.
Something, trident. Okay.
Did you guys feel like it was kind of a D&D quest? Like you had to go to get a thing.
Yes, it was a fetch quest. This movie was the fetch quest.
Yeah.
No, I think we've all done better D&D quests.
I'm not saying that it was all written one. I'm just saying
we're running
a very generic
beta
fetch quest.
Very generic fetch quest. Okay. Well, now that we gave our general thoughts, we can delve.
Oh, wait,
first.
hold
Wait,
on.
no, wait.
One more thing.
One more thing.
I didn't walk out because I could actually see what was on screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
there was color.
That was a very plus.
First comic book redhead to be represented by somebody with red hair.
Yep.
Really? Is that a first?
Yes.
Nice. All right. Before we go any further,
You can fact check me. I'm pretty sure I'm right.
everyone pick your dumbest parts.
Dumbest part.
There's a lot
Got
of
it.
dumb in this movie.
Got it.
Dumbest parts.
What was it?
The kissing scene during the fight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was.
I
a bad
think
time
they-
for that.
That was pretty bad.
It would have been a lot better
If it was after.
afterwards when he had beat his brother.
All right.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know. Beginning of the movie where Black Manta's dad is like sitting there trying to get his son to go. He's like, "No, you gotta kill this motherfucker!" Like, come on, man.
And then he pulled out. Then he pulled out a grenade and was like, "Leave or I will blow you up as well." And then I was like, "Oh!" And then he pulls the pin on the grenade. And it's like, "Oh man, he only has so much time before the grenade goes off." And then he
No,
lets
it was
go.
a fucking dead man trick.
And then I'm like.
Yeah, that was.
And then like, I'm in this situation because I wouldn't let Aquaman leave. Yeah. and then I blew this shit up, and then I put myself in the situation. But vendetta against Aquaman because it's totally his fault for being here.
I don't think they played up Aquaman understanding his actions have consequences and life matters.
His actions don't have consequences
They don't.
in this movie.
They do not whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like they try to
They
put
have good
that
consequences.
They put
His
that
actions only have
message
good
in this
consequences.
movie.
That's supposed
with
to be
Black
like-
Manta being in here.
That's supposed to
but
be
they don't
hard,
do
yeah.
enough.
I think it would have been fine if they left like Black Manta until the very end of the movie, from the beginning of the movie, and him getting out. I don't think he had to show up in this movie besides that at all.
For all they know of how the DC movies have been going, this might have been the only Aquaman movie they were getting, and they had to put Black Man in.
Man, they don't have Batman or Superman anymore.
But wait. Dumbest moment.
The dumbest moment? There were so many dumb moments.
I know.
I'm having a hard time.
I got mine.
I'm just having a hard time picking them, honestly. You know what?
Jumping out of the plane.
That was mine.
I was thinking the desert. The whole desert thing was really stupid.
Okay.
Two Atlanteans.
Even if you don't understand DC that much, two Atlanteans jump out of a plane
With
in
no
the middle of the Sahara Desert
With no parachute or water.
with nothing.
No.
I was like,
Fucking
even in the
nothing.
trailers, I'm like, and then they die.
Yeah, they're so screwed.
Because
The sun is too hot, they dry out, and they
two
burn.
things everyone knows about Aquaman. He talks to fish, and his weakness is his dehydration.
It's literally in his name. Aqua.
He needs water. He needs water to.
And then they don't solve that problem, by the way. They somehow find the
weird device thing.
they find the weird temple city device thing.
Indiana Jones level.
And then
The Temple of the Exile, I think it was? Or
The
something?
Deserters.
It was the Deserters.
Yeah, the deserters.
Oh,
and they find the forge where Triton was made. They get the
That
weird,
was kind of cool.
that was kind of
That was cool looking.
They get the weird thing to work, and then
They
I definitely would have peed.
they're in Sicily from the middle of the
Yeah, that was a
desert.
weird cut. How did they get there?
They knew where to go.
They didn't know.
They
they
walked.
They cut.
They
had a
fucking
map.
walked.
They had a map.
They did have.
They didn't know where they were at all. Yes.
Yeah.
They had a map.
The movie said,
she never
and then
picked-
they're in Sicily. That's how they
Okay,
Wait.
so one thing I want you all to notice: she never picked up that map before she jumped into that hole. It was lost in the desert.
Yeah, that's true. She's like, well,
Yeah,
we're
man,
going
new technology.
The
Go.
GPS thing. So they just had the rolling map.
Okay,
I thought of
I
another dumb
figured
one,
out a way that they could survive with water.
How?
They peed, and she got the water out.
Okay.
Okay, that will last them this long because
They were
Atlanteans
in
go
an
through a
ancient
fucked up
Atlantean
water.
society where that fissure went down far enough that it got to water.
If they had water, then their civilization wouldn't have been destroyed like they said happened when it dried out.
Wouldn't have.
All right, yeah, what was your
they had a
moment?
path to the Nile
Oh, yeah,
River.
I was thinking about it. There was one moment that I thought, like, you know, there was that action scene where they're trying to escape the city and everything's blowing up around them, they're in the
And
ship.
then Pinocchio the whale.
Before they Pinocchio the whale, which was actually a cool little joke later, they forgot that they could just get out of the ship.
No, they didn't. That was a. They didn't want to waste the energy.
No, he's saying the guy's chasing them.
Oh, yeah, like, I just forgot to
Yeah.
just get out of the ship.
Oh, they're obviously dead down there. We should stop looking for them.
Yeah, like,
I mean, they got shot down by the undefeatable Hydra cannons, and then they landed in lava. So it's like,
They didn't get shot down by the hydro cannons. They got shot down by fucking Orm.
By Orm.
oh,
Because somehow he didn't get shot by the Hydra.
And how many
Because
people
he's-
died from the
he's-
Hydra cannons?
Too many.
Apparently a fuck
Too
ton.
fucking many.
yeah, because they fired towards the city.
Yeah.
They totally did.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's not how those are supposed to go. They're supposed to stop people from getting into the city, not, shoot
Getting
people
out of
in
the
the city.
This just in, Atlantis is a dictatorship.
Atlantis has always been a dictatorship. What the fuck are you talking about? boy?
It's a monarchy.
Monarchy.
Paternal monarchy, you know? They throw some cool visuals, though. Can they
Oh,
get some
yeah.
scenes
Yeah.
I really like?
Every part of this movie that was supposed to be stupid funny excelled at being stupid funny.
The bridge was definitely like the most like,
You like the
with,
bridge?
with all of the
With everybody going in?
ships
Yeah.
and the Aquaman belt piece being the entrance to Atlantis.
There were a couple I really liked. One I thought was really awesome was when you see King Atlantis' corpse with the Triton.
Huge, massive spoiler. Jason Momoa being very, very giddy to be riding the Kraken.
Yes.
That was awesome. That was,
was pretty
Aquaman
fucking
has his own
great.
elder god in this movie. It's
that
not
was-
even the Kraken. It's like a
it
Cthulhu's
is.
cousin.
And if you, I don't know if you guys noticed, but they actually hint that because in one of the opening scenes with his parents, over the lamp, there's the Dunwich Horror by Lovecraft.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, there's going to be a Lovecrafty monster here, and that was actually my favorite part of the movie.
I think the reason that he
What's
was
that?
able to control the
Cthulhu monster.
the weird trench people or whatever.
Because they
No.
said they regressed.
No, was because he was able to control
Oh,
that monster.
So
and-
they're like, well, the monster's going that way. I'm going to go with her.
yeah.
Oh, so you think they follow that thing?
Oh, hey, mom. Like,
By the way,
It could also be because in the beginning of the movie, they said like they regressed back into their savage
Primal
state.
states, yeah.
yeah, but they just totally ate anyone.
They're fish monsters
Yeah.
now. They're not people anymore.
The Trench are every Fallout player's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
They are Mirelurk kings.
it's just
Or
I thought they were awesome,
Gilman?
actually.
Gilman.
Gilman.
Yeah, Gilman.
All right, but one of my favorite parts about this movie is the fact that his ability to talk to fish
Is a
is
unique
why
ability.
he's king.
It is a unique ability.
To him,
It is
No,
why
no
he's
other
king.
no other Atlanteans have the ability to talk to animals the way that he does.
And that's how I was able to get the tribe, because he talked to the giant elder god. She's like, wait a minute, you can understand me?
Hear me?
Yeah,
That was my favorite
she's
part of the movie.
She's monologuing at him. We think she's talking to him. No, she's monologuing.
She's thinking to
at
herself,
him.
and she's like, oh,
She's
wait.
monologuing at him this entire time, and then he responds. She's like,
Oh, you broke my monologue.
"Oh, you are you okay?"
This is my part. This is my thing. You
Also,
don't
that
know
was
anything about
totally like a homage to Conan, the King Orin with the
Yeah.
giant thing. Because Jason Momoa, even though it wasn't a very good Conan movie, he was very good as Conan. So I think that was a cool little homage to for Jason.
Also, so with the trailers before the movie, there was a trailer that I had told Joe that I'm like, oh, it's just another Jurassic Park movie. And what's there in the center?
Secret, you mean the secret ocean hidden in the core of the planet?
Welcome
That's comic book
to
logic for you.
Jurassic Island. What?
Jurassic Core.
So,
Dear God.
I mean,
I need to
I'm cool
look
with
up
that.
all the things that apparently exist in the core of the Earth according to DC Comics, because there's a lot.
yeah.
There is a lot.
I mean,
a lot of lore.
how big is that area in there?
Probably pretty damn big.
There you go.
Hey,
The,
you know,
the ocean is not wrong. It's just it's the ocean that leads up to the everything else.
There's so many things in the core of the Earth according to DC Comics.
Like, I'll give them this. They paid attention to detail when they were underwater.
Oh,
did.
yes.
With the way their hair moved, whenever you let out a loud, a large breath, there was a giant air pocket.
Whenever
did
they
look like it was
talked, there was
underwater.
an actual
Like-
ripple effect to their other words.
yeah, and there was that sound to the audio modified, so it did sound like they're underwater. That was cool.
Yep.
Did kind of make some of the audio hard to hear sometimes.
Yeah, I still didn't get what the monster's name was because of that.
No.
Which monster?
The
monster.
Cthulhu monster.
Oh,
They were
the
talking
monster.
about
It was the Kraken.
No,
No, it wasn't Kraken.
no. It had a name, and they said the name several times.
Taras or something?
No, I thought it started with a K as well, which is why we thought it was the Kraken.
But it's not.
It's not the Kraken.
It's something much worse.
I guarantee you it's from the comics.
It's in Injustice.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the
Yeah, but it's glowing in Injustice. It glows in dark in Injustice. It doesn't in this movie.
True.
Because everything else glows dark in this movie.
Yeah, which was some of the best visuals.
The visuals of the Atlantean technology was fucking smooth.
Oh my god, their practical costumes were fantastic.
Their practical costumes were amazing.
As soon as the first scene where we actually saw what the the Royal Guard looked like, I knew that they took absolute care. They did their research when they went and made these costumes.
I'll say this:
they glow blue because they're full of water.
They seem like they really wanted to pack in as much for Aquaman fans as they could. Like, there's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll say that.
They did badass Aquaman.
Oh,
until the costume.
Okay, so another
had to do it.
kind of stupid moment. The flying mantis rays.
Yeah.
Did you notice at the end that they were flying in air too?
Yeah. They had the ability when they were above ground to create flying machines and things like that. So it's only natural that they would be able to do that.
You mean like the ship things? They're ships that look like
they're
little
fighters.
They were like
they
octopus things.
In the comics, they can do that.
Yeah.
They can.
They're
full.
The octopus drummer.
Yes!
Oh my god, the octopus drummer was dumb, but that was this
awesome.
octopus surrounded by
Lava rocks.
tribal drums and lava
You would
falls
totally
and-
teach an octopus to do that.
Hey, you know what? I'm okay with that. That was kind of cool. It was like a dumb
How'd
random thing.
they get him to do that if they can't talk to him?
Maybe he's a super
Same
intelligent
way they
octopus.
train everything.
Octopuses are really intelligent.
smart. So
They are.
They are.
But it's
They
like
are.
It's like you
it's not as good
play
as
the thing, and
having
you
the
give it a fish
conversation.
if it plays the thing.
It's not as good as the conversation. Hey man, let me level with you right quick. I'm gonna need you to play these drums.
No, my preferred thing is that they did have a drummer, but he quit on him, and then his octopus randomly came by and started drumming. So they were like, "Fuck it," and started teaching the octopus.
I want to see more of that octopus story.
What about the biker and the pink phone?
That was fucking hilarious.
A bunch of bikers in a bar. We spoiled the fuck out of this one.
Yeah, it's
a bunch of bikers in a bar basically walk up, taps Jason Momoa on the back.
Arthur, his character name. Come on now.
Yeah, Jason Momoa on the back. and you think it's going to be a stereotypical bar fight. And they're like, hey, are you the Aquaman? Are you the fish boy? It's like, fish man. Yeah, I am. You take a selfie with us, guy?
You're our local hero. It would mean a lot. And he's like, no touching.
And they started doing the selfie thing. At first he's like, and then the drinks started coming. Like,
Many parties with them.
They started buying him drinks, and he's like, okay, these guys are cool.
Yeah.
Dear God, please let Jason Momoa do more of these movies.
I think the dumbest thing in this movie might actually have to be Jason Momoa trying to outdrive a tsunami.
Well, what else are you going to do if you see it coming?
You're already in the car.
Brace for impact.
To be honest,
that's a very human reaction.
It's a human reaction, but I'm just very, very, very surprised his dad was perfectly fine.
What do you mean perfectly fine?
No, he was dead.
He died, and then they took all the water out of his body.
Okay, let me rephrase. I'm
he
surprised.
bounced back from that very quickly.
No.
With no cuts and
I'm
stuff.
surprised that he was in one piece.
Because he was still inside the car.
Yeah.
If you get hit by a tidal wave, the car's gonna be crushed, man.
It's going to be swept along.
I feel like his chest and face probably should have been gone from that wooden rod that went through the window and took Jason Momoa.
Or at least a splinter. A splinter, you know.
Like, even just some cuts.
Look, Jango Fett's getting old, okay? They can't...
Was that Jango Fett?
Yes.
Yes.
Holy shit, wow. Oh my god.
Aquaman's brother is Boba Fett.
I stand corrected. Django probably could have survived that.
Yeah, Jango Fett.
He did survive. Well, I didn't survive the lightsaber.
He survived the fight with Obi-Wan fucking Kenobi.
Yeah. But not
Mace Windu.
Mace Windu was a better fighter
step up
than Obi-Wan Kenobi was at the time.
At the time.
Obi-Wan has very good defense. Mace Windu's Mace fucking Windu.
Yeah. True. Which,
well, 25-minute mark.
We've been talking for 25 minutes.
Holy shit.
Alright, final ratings.
Yeah, actually, this is the hard part, guys. Letter grades. I'll
B-.
B-. All right.
B-.
All right. That's
solid C movie. What is enjoyable in the movie outweighs the stilted acting from a lot of people and the terrible plots, but it's a fun thing to sit through and watch.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. The 3D was good.
It wasn't. Yeah, we did too. We saw it in 3D.
Yeah,
3D was good. I
3D
don't
was
think it was 2-ticket price 3D worthy.
Yeah.
No.
But
Sorry, Regal. Yeah.
but it was a very fun watch, and I have enjoyed my time. I didn't feel like I've wasted several hours watching.
It was kind of fun.
Didn't feel like Justice
Something
League felt.
I think no one's kind of touched upon in this movie is that somehow they made Willem Dafoe boring.
Yeah, what
I've
was
seen it
the
happen before.
Willem Dafoe wasn't necessarily boring as his character.
His character was boring.
Legitimately an exposition dump. He existed to further the plot.
Like, what was
Yes.
his character?
Well,
He was a
he
nice-
He was the Grand Vizier.
That's
I think he did
that's
very
his
well
title, but what
for-
was his character? What was his motivation?
Oh,
What was
his
personality?
character,
See what I'm
the
saying?
exposition.
That's what I'm, so that's a
Yeah.
good point.
Teacher.
Teacher.
But there
Mentor.
are so many better teacher, movies.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Getting taught by the Green Goblin seems like a pretty honorable thing.
No.
The Green
No.
Guy, Norman? No.
Norman Osborn.
Osborn? No, thank
No.
you.
You know how much he sacrificed, man?
I'll give the movie a solid C. I put it up there with like the Rock Rampage movie. It's not.
It is dumb.
I actually didn't see that. How was that?
Dumb
He gave it a
fun
C.
movie. It's a game of a C. It's like you want to watch giant monsters fighting each other and say with the Rock, it gives you what you want. It has a giant fucking white gorilla give the Rock the figure.
Do you want to be in a movie where Jason Momoa screams at the top of his lungs and then sharks show up to eat people?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then this is the movie.
Just go to this movie if you want dumb fun. Don't go to this movie if you want anything serious because it falls flat in seriousness. But if you want dumb fun, it's there.
Alright.
Remember,
I feel like a
you
lot
gotta
of comic
fight
book
them.
movies kind of get it in their head that they
Because they need to be really serious.
Because of how well the Avengers movies are doing right now and what they're doing, that's what they need to do. Where they forget that in Iron Man 1, he fought evil Iron Man.
Yeah.
And made his arc reactor out of scrap in the desert.
But terrorists.
Toy Story made this in a
cave.
with a box of scrap. Well,
Although it was his scrap.
it was
Yes,
Aquaman, but it's Aquaman. If you can't, you have to go silly with Aquaman. Because if you go serious with Aquaman, they're just gonna laugh at you.
I don't know. There's some stuff I would like to see.
They needed to.
the
They needed
serious
to
stuff
get
of Aquaman.
past the
goofiness.
The
Yeah.
goofiness. Once you've established everything with goofiness, then you reel it in. People didn't think
That was a fishing reference.
I don't think
people
the whole-
didn't think comic book movies would take off because comics are silly things for kids.
That's a good point.
And they started off with silly to get people into the theaters, and then they actually, with the Avengers movie, so they started slowly putting in actual serious elements, and we've gotten to the point where Avengers 4 was Avengers 4 Infinity War was a melodrama.
It was,
Yeah.
it was a tragedy.
It was an actual straight up tragedy, and it worked because people have invested in the characters.
People cared about it. Yeah.
What people misunderstand with DC movies is that people already care about Batman and Superman, so we can do those stories. No. Comic book fans like them. Regular moviegoers don't really
Even if
care.
they do like them, they don't necessarily like that version of them.
Yeah.
They
Right.
need to give you a reason to care about why they are in pain.
About those new versions of those characters.
rather than instantly put characters that they're familiar with in horrible situations and just assume
that you're
that
going-
people will grow attached
What he's
to it.
saying is they're more than just the costume, more than just the brand. You got to work for it, for the
You have to
audience.
work for it.
Like-
And this movie understood that Aquaman was a very silly concept and did everything that it could to make that work. Like, people make fun of the fact that Aquaman can talk to fish. He's the guy that
Aquaman
talks
is
to
a
fish.
silly
They
concept.
made that the key reason
It
to
saves
why
everything.
he was able to do it.
Aquaman is a silly concept up to a point. Because once he
Yes.
actually starts becoming king and, like, working with his people, like, right now...
It gets
You mean
more
after
comical.
everyone understands who he is and what he stands for, they are able to do serious stories with the character?
Yes.
You know, like
Right now in comics, Aquaman is not the king right now. He got overthrown, and he has been banished to the lowest rung of Atlantis, where he didn't even know these people existed. Like, he knew he ruled over these people, but he never knew their plights, he never knew any of this.
So he's learning to be a better
Well,
ruler.
you're not going
by-
to convince me over here, Aquaman.
He's learning to be a better ruler by
Look,
understanding
Alex-
his people.
I love you, man.
Look, Aquaman
He's learning
is
to
a
be a
good
better,
comic.
I got you.
leader by understanding who his people are. And that's just a point that nobody saw the funny guy that talks to fish.
Super Friends.
Yeah, the Super Friends Aquaman would never be in this movie.
Except in the costume.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
They couldn't get away from that.
His fingers are like weird, sharp nails.
We're not going to talk about that part.
He has an overly bulky, but yet at the same time supposed to be very skin
his
tight.
His mail is skin tight. They can see his abs in it.
But it's not actually Jason Momoa's body. He's inside a very big bulky suit. So they tried to have both at the same time, and then he's wearing large clunky boots with the skin tight diving.
He doesn't like
It's
the suit.
so bad. It's very bad.
He doesn't.
It's very bad.
But it's the classic Aquaman costume.
It is. Jason Momoa is not classic Aquaman.
That's true.
Jason Momoa is not classic. That's
gladiator.
What's wrong with this picture?
It's just this picture is just an Aquaman figure with Jason Momoa.
You know what Jason Momoa's Aquaman is?
That right there. This is Jason Momoa's Aquaman wearing the gladiatorial armor.
No.
Giant shoulder.
Jason Momoa's
getting
Aquaman
started.
is that dark period of Aquaman where they cut off his hand, but they actually did it right.
Yes, but they gave him the original Aquaman suit, which is dumb.
Yeah, they were gonna give him the original Aquaman suit.
have to do
That's
it for
the
his
only
first movie.
Aquaman suit there could ever be.
I would argue with you that is not this, because Jason Momoa is not playing the dark guy. I just cut off my hand or save my son thing. Jason Momoa is playing. I'm fucking Aquaman. I'm fucking awesome as this.
Well,
No. But the rest of his aesthetic
That's what
fits that period that nobody fucking liked. That period was garbage.
That period was 40 years.
Christ.
To be honest, I thought they did a lot better job at the suit than what I anticipated.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
they tried to make it.
It was a
They tried so
practical effect.
It wasn't CGI.
Which is what.
Speaking words, come on.
It was a practical effect, so it has bonus points for me. But Jason Momoa does not look right wearing it.
But do you think someone could?
Yes.
They need to kidnap the guy who designed. DC needs to kidnap the guy who designed Loki's suit for the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Or the guy that made the Daredevil costume for the Netflix series.
There's a way to do it.
They made the actor that played Iron Fist, mock-ups of the Iron Fist costume, look good. With his stupid, complete over-the-head bandana thing.
Yeah.
They made it look good.
There's a way to do it.
Luke Cage was wearing the traditional Luke Cage shit, and he didn't look bad.
Yeah.
I wish he actually would have worn that for more of it than they just.
Oh my god, I kind of wish you would have.
I liked it.
Because he looked bitchin'. I don't care.
But
I'm-
there are ways to make these costumes work, and I don't feel like that one worked for me.
Well,
I think Orm's costume worked a lot
Orm's
better.
costume.
Oh yeah, the
Ocean Master.
costume.
Ocean Master looked amazing
I
throughout this
think
entire
that's
movie.
because it was more traditional.
There's a few things
Yeah.
there's a few things we gotta get into this. Aquaman's mother from Atlantis is Atlanta.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Atlanta.
They're descendant of what was it?
Atlas.
Atlan.
Atlan.
Atlan
The first Atlan.
The
Atlantis
fishermen,
kings
the fishermen kingdom
evolved into mermen.
are fishmen.
They are fish men. They're just cool.
There are crabmen,
Those are awesome.
The
by the way.
brine.
brine, who are sea dwarfs.
Crustaceans.
Yeah, it's
All forms of crustaceans you could ever imagine.
Yeah,
and
they're
they
sea
fight.
dwarfs.
They fight with giant crabs.
That's
and
awesome.
It's amazing.
That was awesome
Sea
seeing.
Dwarves.
And you got the
So-
trench.
I think overall my letter grade, B minus.
B minus? Tell me what.
The first
Plot
DC movie
was
Hey.
but
Wonder Woman.
the action I
One World
think
movies got that.
kept it
So-
moving.
Sure.
There were not really any
I'll
slow
grab that.
scenes. Kept it moving. I'd watch it again. I'd
Yeah,
probably
I
definitely
would
drink
absolutely watch it again.
some
$30
beers and
to watch it, but I
but
definitely watch it again.
If it's
watch
It
like
comes out on Netflix.
if it's on free on Netflix, sure, I'll watch it. Throw some beers on, yeah.
yeah.
Yes, that wasn't the worst thing.
I'm just happy that they did Aquaman.
They
Then he has
did.
a movie. Yeah,
He has a movie. His villains are in it. They are not terrible.
they went all out.
Actually, I
most
think
of it.
that the Asian guy at the end who saves Black Manta, I think he might be another Aquaman villain, literally called the Fisherman.
Yes. He is just called the fish.
Is that
Yes,
am I
that was
right?
the fisherman.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
was the fisherman.
Oh
Yes,
man.
they put everyone in the movie. They have bait if
Well,
it does good enough to get a sequel. And if
From
people-
what
fans like
I've
it-
heard, DC is actually going to have to reboot everything because
Yeah.
they fired Lois Lane or
Adams?
something or other. Yeah,
they fired Amy Adams. They lost.
they lost
Henry
Batman
Cavill.
and
Yeah,
Superman.
Henry Cavill is now all in on doing their
Witcher.
Netflix
Yeah.
Witcher series.
Well, they've been giving him shitty movies, so I don't blame him.
Like,
Ben
what do you-
Affleck has been done with Batman for a while now, from what rumors.
You could see him being done with Batman during Justice
And that's a
League.
shame too, because Ben Affleck was like the best looking Batman we had.
He was pretty cool.
Would you want to play Batman in those if those were the movies you got, though?
No.
They gave him his own Batman movie,
And then they took it away from him.
Then they took it away from him.
That's true.
DC
So-
Comics has
Well,
no
one
idea
person
what
has
they're
yet to give us a letter.
Come on, Merlin.
Well, I mean, you guys.
To be fair, I'm pretty hungry. So
Oh, okay. Well, to wrap it up here, guys, I don't know. You talked me up. I'm gonna give it a C+. It's very flawed. Like in terms of like the serious plot elements and the acting, guys, was for the most part pretty bad, except for Jason Momoa. You know,
And Drago.
Drago. Yes, Drago. Yes, that's the king. He was a cool guy. I didn't even recognize him. So props to him.
How did you not recognize
Because of the beard and I don't know. And I just saw him.
He dyed his hair for that.
Yeah, he was redhead. I'm like, I thought he was like.
Yeah, it was
I
weird,
did
like,
not
Shannon
realize
Pink.
Dolph Lundgren was in
I know,
this
Dolph-
movie
that was
whatsoever.
No.
Not at all.
He was that good at acting.
He was
yes.
good. He was good at it. But honestly, I think the visuals were good. I think a lot of the action was good. I liked the fact there was a lot of things for Aquaman characters. I liked Black Manta. He was over the top, but I liked him. I liked the Ocean Master.
That's that scene where he was building the
And it blows up.
Nowhere.
He
And
was-
nearly shoots him in the face.
I think I need a bigger.
he's
head.
like
Neither help.
he's silly, but I liked him. Yeah, honestly, I just wish that I think there's a lot of dumb moments that are funny too, which also make it enjoyable. So it's not
the flower.
it's not terrible, but
It's the same color.
That's
So,
her hair. But
wait,
yeah,
No,
C+.
as the
Before-
nectarine.
Before we end this, I have a question for you guys.
Sure.
Is there going to be a Dark Horse universe now with the new Hellboy movie coming out?
No.
No? You don't think we'll
I
get a
think
story?
There isn't a Dark Horse universe. Most of the Dark Horse characters are their own thing.
You're right.
I don't think that even if this movie does super well, that we'll be getting a rebooted Hellboy 2 because of the exact story that they're telling in this movie.
That's
I don't think
fair.
they're going to end it the way they did in the comics. I think what they're going to do, if this movie does well, they'll just have them fight Nazis in the next one, because everyone loves Hellboy fighting Nazis.
Yeah, everybody wants to see how the Crown Prince of Hell fight the Clockwork Nazi.
But we've already seen that.
Yes, we have.
Yes, but you know you'll watch it again.
No, actually,
He fights
I mean,
Nazis.
don't get me wrong. I am looking forward to the new Hellboy movie.
Oh my god! But nobody thought it was going to be as good as it looks.
No,
it looks.
it's-
so
Oh no!
good.
As soon as I saw that costume, I knew they were going to take
No, it-
complete care. of
it looks
this
like Del
franchise.
Toro's directing, even though he's
I
not.
think the hand could be a little.
The
better.
thumb does not work on the hand whatsoever. It doesn't. If you look at it, it never moves.
Yeah, but other than that,
The thumb mechanism.
yeah, the hand itself doesn't look like it works very well. It's a little slim, personally, but it's a large tube with a bad working hand on it.
Hey,
But they couldn't just go and get the practical effect from.
I'm about to say
They
that you get the props.
could
put
just
it on
take
the-
the arm from the last movie they had to
It
try
probably
to redesign
doesn't
it.
exist, or maybe
Yeah.
Del Toro has it. Like no,
The Toro has it in his house, and
Either that or
the trophy series.
Ron Perlman has it.
Yeah,
I
I think Rob Perlman has the crown.
Oh,
They
and
need to
by-
have Ron Perlman do some sort of guest thing.
And by the way, Ron
Like a
Perlman.
cameo or something.
Ron
If he gets the
Perlman.
sword, his voice changes. They just get Ron Perlman.
That'd be fucking fantastic.
He gave him his blessing though. He
It's
said
Hopper though.
he did.
Yeah,
He looks like he's doing. He looks great. He's the best looking part of the movie.
I think that Top Knot looks better in this movie than it did in the.
Well, he doesn't have talent. He just has long black hair in that.
No, he has.
He has the top knot.
He has the top knot.
I didn't see it. I just
Yeah,
saw
Yeah,
it.
it's the top knot, and then it's the long hair.
It's the top knot with the long hair. It looks really good.
Their actors for playing Nimue kind of takes me back. I'm like, oh, not the chick from the horrible Resident Evil movie.
You don't like Mia Jovovich? Don't you remember Fifth Element?
Yeah, Fifth Element was a long time,
it's a long time
many Resident Evil movies ago.
Well, I have never seen a Resident Evil movie to completion, so maybe
And-
I don't know how bad she is.
and it's
You've also only played several Resident Evil games through. How many do you think you played through?
2?
4?
Probably.
okay. So Merlin,
Yeah, like,
I need to know.
I
Have you
feel
seen
physically insulted.
Have you seen
by those
any of the
movies.
promotional images for Monster Hunter?
Is there? Oh, the movie?
Yes.
No, I haven't seen a thing.
I need you to I need you to talk about that
4, 5,
Okay.
6, and 7.
Why?
because it
I think
is.
I'm only at 4.
You'll see. You'll see.
All right, I'll do
It's
it. I'll do it. I guess I'm checking out
the one where
Monster.
she's in the wetsuit.
40
Yeah.
minutes.
I played
Well,
that, but I think.
This has gone off the rails.
It's gone way
So,
too
yeah.
long. But all right, C plus,
C plus area.
C plus,
B minus.
B minus, C plus,
B minus.
B minus.
So on average, what is
It's
that?
about a
B.
C.
No,
About a
C
B.
pl-
it's about a high C to a very low B.
All right.
Yeah.
So I guess we'd say go
Yeah.
see it.
Get a matinee.
C. Yeah, get
Yeah,
a
Get a
matinee.
matinee.
3D,
Absolutely
3D
get a
though.
matinee.
3D the 3D effects in this were
Yeah.
very good.
3D
Yeah.
matinee, and if you are an Aquaman fan, if you haven't seen it already, go see it.
Yeah,
Go see
absolutely.
it. You'll enjoy
You
it.
might like this better if you're not Aquaman fan. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know well enough
None of
to
us
say
are
that.
huge Aquaman
Man.
fans.
Hi.
Yes.
I like Aquaman.
Hi.
Yeah, I know, but like,
It goes Flash and then Aquaman, and I'm super disappointed with their Flash.
But you like the TV show.
The TV show Flash is fine.
Okay. Fine. Only fine?
yes, only five.
Only fine because
Did you
of
see the
some
90s?
stuff that's happened recently. Yeah, I did see the costume. It was fucking fantastic. I'm so
But
glad
did you
they
see
got
the
it.
90s?
Bye, everyone.
Stay magical.
Yeah.
Stay magical.
Bye.
But
All right.
I did